Alright, it's Argo.
It is now the player's turn. Yes.
Mika.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mika.
Need to...
Actually, no. She has Cura, so that might be better. Does Kyra complete her jump because she kind of got dragged away from it, didn't she?
Kyra lands in the crater with the rest of you.
Yeah. Alright. One of us needs, first of all, to get Alistair with a Phoenix down. Then Mika can cast Cura on all of us. And we'll go from there.
Okay, here's a question.
Let's see. Mika is actually like slumped over Alistair's body and is, crying out like, "Someone help!" Because like she can feel that he's dying because he sheltered her.
Can I make it? I can make it. I'm going.
All right, you go charging in.
All right.
Give me a
Phoenix
second.
down. Used.
Wait a minute.
Alright.
Talk.
What?
Mika's limit break. Remind me again how it works?
She can restore 50% of either of everyone's HP or MP each individual person picks at the time of casting.
Good.
But
Kira.
here's the thing. Neithil, you come up and you use your Phoenix down on Alistair. Alistair, you come back too. You're not blind because you were KO, so you look around, you see the devastation surrounding you and your allies. You're at 1 hit point, you're on death's door, but you're awake. Would you like to use your tier 2 limit break?
What is his tier 2 limit break?
Do it.
Okay.
What
For
is
once
it?
in my life, go right. This has to work. Everyone, this is kind of a last resort. This may work or may kill me.
Alistair, what are you doing?
Okay.
And
You like to play with the lights? I got a light for ya.
All right.
I call this the healing light of the righteous.
All right. So, Alistair, you lift up your staff high into the air, and there's a burst of light, green and blue, that comes washing out from the gem at the top. It goes spreading outwards over everyone. Elizabeth sort of rears back a little like, what? As it goes washing over. And everyone who feels its touch, you feel a gentle warmness washing over you, soothing you. And when it passes, your wounds are healed. Everyone is back to max HP.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Did he have to roll?
He doesn't know. His tier 2 limit break is basically just a superpowered version of Mika's healing wind, except it can't heal MP.
Because Mika's healing wind is tier
So
1,
it
isn't it?
automatically puts the whole party back to max.
Including himself, yep.
Sweet.
I like it.
That's
Thanks. I
Alright,
chose it.
fine with this. Let's go, Elizabeth.
Alright, so...
We're still blind.
Yeah,
I think that's
what
all it
I-
does, is to
what
make
you want.
sure in my notes.
yeah, I have it
I
pulled up.
mean-
That's how it works.
So Mika's
Okay.
healing wind, that's tier 1, isn't it?
Yeah,
Does
Mika's
it-
healing wind is tier 1. She doesn't have her tier 2
Is-
yet.
Is she going to get tier 2 around from my arc as well?
She will get her tier 2 after your arc concludes, at some point. I have an event planned where she'll get it.
Does it perhaps get rid of status?
It does not
Yeah,
cure
well-
status ailments, unfortunately. It's just hit points.
Oh well.
Alright, but that leaves... So, Alistair, you can still move. I would advise standing back. Everyone else, fuck her
I'm
up.
still protecting Mika.
You declare cover on Mika again, and Mika is going to get smart about this. She is going to cast Protect on you.
So do you cancel each other's... What?
So it canceled. So either way,
It means Alistair now takes half damage from any armor-based attacks.
Alright.
Thanks,
Cool.
Mika.
Thank
okay.
you. You saved our lives just now.
All right.
All right.
You're welcome.
Just
it's
don't,
what I
just don't
do.
go unconscious again, yeah?
Ooh,
That's too close.
I got an idea.
Okay, everyone. Do the best you can now while you have the chance.
Oh, wait, is her shell still up?
Yes, her shell
It's on-
is still up, and I'm pretty sure it's almost
It's on
run
1
out.
now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on 1.
Okay, I'll save it. I'll save it till next time. Well, fuck.
Well, we...
Well, fuck me. So
Can't-
blindness means I can only use one d6 when rolling for a melee, right?
Yeah.
Which means I would have to roll a 4 or higher to land.
Well, even with a 1d6 for damage and stuff, will that just
Your,
do more or less
your
than
damage, your damage is the same. Your accuracy is what's hindered.
Well, her she has
Her
9
weight,
avoidance.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 1d6, what's your accuracy?
5.
5. So
So
you
again,
need
I'd have to roll a 4 or higher. And I don't want to waste the last of my MP because it'll just do half. You know what? Fuck it. I'm mad. I'm pissed that she did that. I'm gonna try it.
Everyone get in there and shank her.
Shanker. Alright.
Also, how many destiny points do you have left now, Darkness?
I miss.
Destiny points. Let's have a look. That took 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, actually,
Okay.
no. Well, actually, no. In this particular case, that was a free cast.
I was gonna say it was
Ah.
a story base, like all of our arcs have been, so yeah, it doesn't.
I will take freebies.
All right. So yeah, Thanatos, you go charge again towards where you hear Elizabeth's chains rattling. You give a swing of your scythe, but it hits her blade, and she throws you back, and you go sort of go skidding up the side of the crater, and just manage to keep your feet under you.
Rocket?
Okay. Time to try this again. Or do we want to do another limit break?
Oh, okay.
If I have,
I mean, how many? You only have what? 10, 9 destiny points currently.
11.
11. So 10, 9, 8. That will put you on 8 exactly. And you'll gain 2 back from this encounter if we gain destiny from it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It
your
was-
choice, but it
It's your
would.
choice. If you want to go for it, go for it.
Which one
Yeah.
do I do?
I would go for the Phoenix one.
Yeah, go-
Actually,
go for
would
the one
your
that does-
accuracy be? You need to roll accuracy from both anyway, don't you?
Her rocket kick doesn't have accuracy, but it does significantly less damage. It's just a guaranteed hit. Her big,
Well, I mean, you already have +9, so you can't miss sort of a critical fail. So just do Phoenix and do more damage.
yeah, the burning wings.
Okay, roll accuracy from
3
five.
accuracy.
Because at the end of the day, the blindness doesn't really affect you that much because you have +9, which is her avoidance directly. Because Rocket is a badass.
It's well, you're only supposed to roll 1.
1d6.
1d6?
Because you're blind,
Yeah.
yes.
Alright. That sucks, but oh well.
You
That-
have +9. You literally can't miss unless it's a 1.
So that first one, just say it hits, because, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a 2 and a 4.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have missed either way. With either of those numbers.
Heads.
13.
And that hits.
So that
I hit.
is a 6d6 plus 210 damage.
Jesus.
to your question earlier, Tom, I have 5 destiny points.
You have 5 destiny points.
Mm-hmm.
Use none. Until you have more, use none of them.
225 damage. Ouch.
That is terrifyingly low. And that is terrifyingly high.
All right, so Rocket. Oh, hey, her HP's at 666. Nice.
Oh, and now we know how much HP she has. 666.
Smock of the beast. Anyway, all right, so Lumina, you fan out your wings wide, and with another great piercing eagle shriek, you send forth 3 waves of flames. And this time, Elizabeth, who is still kind of shocked from what you just saw Alistair do, doesn't have a chance to respond and gets hit by all 3 waves and sort of does this backflip before she comes to hover in the air back here, burning and agitated and there and must up.
Kyra.
Alright. And now Kyra must jump.
Yep, Kyra is gonna lug herself back to her feet. I hate this, and then she is jumping.
We all do.
Now it's
Yeah,
back,
she's going to be tired today.
and now it's back to Elizabeth. Her her shell wears off.
Good 666 health.
Well, she gets 12 back because regen.
Whoopsie do.
And her eyes are going to lock onto you, Alistair, and she is going to just growl with livid rage and come flying forward and make a melee attack against you.
Good protect.
Go right ahead.
So, what is your avoidance?
Oh, it hasn't changed from last time. 6.
You are hit. Your armor was?
26.
And it's cut
You know,
in half.
next round I'm going in with Bloodletter because I can double that damage.
Alright, so you take a total of 65 points of damage as Elizabeth comes in
Oh,
and swings at you, thanks to Mika's Protect. You lift up your staff and sort of catch the swing of Elizabeth's sword. Sparks fly, a bit of wind kicks up from the force. She glares hatefully into your eyes from the contact, and you can see that they're sort of misting over a bit as she's struggling against you. And as she's pushing against your staff, she just snarls, "Why do you still stand?" And it's back to the party.
Remind me, does Bloodletter add an extra damage step, or did it double damage on humanoids?
Double damage on humanoids.
I thought what we
I can't-
did. I thought we just added the extra damage step to humanoids because otherwise it was OP.
It was originally 3 times the damage on humanoids, and we changed it to something. I can't remember if it was double an extra damage step.
I mean,
I can't remember what we decided on.
it's 100% more damage to humanoids. I'm pretty sure that's what we agreed on.
Which was double.
But it's double.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll with that one. We'll want to have someone double check the session where we debated that at some point, which was where
Yeah,
we...
the problem is I use Bloodletter so rarely that when I use it, like, how the fuck does this work again?
Yeah. Well, we'll want to have someone double check that and clarify.
Either way, this is a dangerous place for me to be, but screw it. So it's a dagger, and it's tier 3, so 13. And it doesn't have my usual extra deck, so it'll be 13 times 3 instead of 15 times 3, but it gets doubled, so that's...
It's a dagger, isn't it?
That has the lightning on it, or not?
No, that's Storm.
No, that's Storm. I'm using
Fair.
Bloodletter.
That's your...
The,
Bloodletter is a dagger. What
Dagger.
type of weapon is it?
It's concealed.
Then that means you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
absolutely use your dex.
Yeah, I am using my dex. I mean, I take away 2, because Bolt Storm gives an extra 2 when equipped, but since I'm switching to my dagger,
Ah, right. Okay, okay,
that,
okay.
I don't have that plus 2.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, it doesn't do that plus 2 like I normally have with Bolt
Okay,
Storm.
okay. Sorry, that was just me not remembering the own things
Yeah.
I've given you, so go on.
Bloodletter is going to be useful until we upgrade past tier 3, at which point it's going to be useless, because it doesn't get upgraded. Dash from... So 2d6 plus 5.
1d6, you're still blind.
1d6 to take away
So we'll...
2.
So 5 plus 5 is 10. Yep, you hit. Anyway, so damage.
Forgot we were still blinded. That's annoying. So 13 times 3, so 26, 39, and just double the result. 43, 86.
Yep. So yep, as you're you sort of hear Elizabeth's guttural growl, and like you take the opportunity to pull out your dagger, you go rushing around him with a quick jump. You stab her in the side, and she flinches away from the blow.
Also, Kyra needs to come down from her jump.
Yep, Kyra comes down from her jump a moment later.
I'm gonna miss Bloodletter when we start having to upgrade to tier 4, and it becomes not as good.
Let's see here. Her accuracy is 5. Add 1 to that because I misrolled. It hits.
Yep, it hits.
Alright, crap. Forgot the space. 45 damage to Elizabeth as Kyra comes back down. And then I'm going to have Kyra,
Actually,
instead
Okay.
of use jump this time, I'm going to have her use her fire breath.
hey,
No
Tom,
more magic
Tom,
shield.
Tom. Can Kyra and Thanatos use Vera and her fire breath at the same time?
Sure, if you want to do that.
Power couple.
Oh shit! No, that needs to be.
She sadly does not hit with her fire breath.
Aw. Yeah. Well, then she will miss. Then Thanatos will come in. behind her.
breath is an accuracy roll? I thought it was magic.
No, it still has an attack roll, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Here, let me go to. I gotta look at Dragoon.
Deep breathing. Move forward. Yeah, they require a successful attack roll. So yeah, she had to make an attack anyway.
Damn it.
So,
Right, 67 minus 20, so that's 47 fire damage. Fireball hits Elizabeth in the shoulder, and she leans forward a bit from it. Let's see here. Rocket, what are you doing?
Let's try this again.
No more limit breaks.
no more.
No more limit breaks?
That'll put you
Did you say
below.
limit breaks?
What are you done too?
She wants to use it.
It's just the way you
Yo,
said, let's do this
Are we still
again.
blind?
You are all still blind for 2 more rounds, yes, except Alistair. He can see. Regular attack, okay.
That would have been one of those, but still hit either way. But yeah.
40 damage, yep. So, Rocky, you listen to the sounds of the fighting of everyone ganging up on Elizabeth, and with a few quick flaps of your wings, they come over, and you just kick her in the side of the head and land on the other side of her from where you were. Alistair, what are you doing?
I like how much more ballsy we've become since that Alistair limit break.
You're capitalizing on the moment.
Yeah.
Protecting Mika and may even drink a regular potion.
Protecting Mika is not something you need to focus on. It's just a thing you just have passively going right now.
I mean, regular potion, you're on 225 hit points out of 290. It's still pretty good. You're being protected by Mika. I would say do a deer on her.
Good.
I'd say do a deer. She has no magic protection anymore.
Well, I mean, she still has magic armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but not to the same extent, and deer will massively hurt her, because
That's-
holy.
This is the thing. Alisai's having a hard time wanting to hurt her. That's why he's just been trying to keep everyone alive while they do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
just go for lore and story reasons. All right, just do what you want to do.
So, regular potion, I guess. I got
Okay.
plenty of potions.
Okay, so
Alright.
that should bring you up to the max then.
Yep, that brings you well up to max. I'm pretty sure, because it gives you 72 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're back at max.
There you go. Now we're all back at max.
And you're gonna need it because I'm pretty sure she's gonna do her little AoE attack since we're all right.
Well, and Mika is the last one who needs to go, so she's going to come up and book turn into sword, and she is going to do a slicey slash
Slicey slash.
as you're all just ganging up on her. Oh no.
And that's a critical fail.
So what happens is, as Mika's coming in, she misjudges the angle of her thrust, is kind of off base and wouldn't have hit anyway, but then Elizabeth spies an opportunity, reaches down, grabs her by the wrist, and just throws her at Uni, and both of you just kind of go sailing away and crash over here prone.
Hey, I'm at rage again. It worked out.
Yeah, but you're
Oh,
also
shit.
you're also pinned beneath Mika's weight, so
Hey,
Now
look,
is not the
Elizabeth
time,
fixed
Nee.
it.
Alistair, you've already done your turn.
I haven't even moved.
Oh,
Even Elizabeth ships you too.
well, I mean,
I haven't even moved. No.
well,
I haven't moved yet.
Well, if you want to move, that'll be the last thing you can do this round.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm still doing the cover.
All right.
So I move.
All right. Well then, to Elizabeth, she regains 12 hit points.
100.
And what shall she be doing?
Aggravated at everyone attacking her physically, she's going to lift her hand and bring it down, and again, a bunch of plates sort of appear over her, but these ones are a darker shade of blue. She is now under the effects of Protect for...
And that protects her from melee attacks.
Magic
That makes her
time.
a Pokemon.
For the next 3 rounds, she takes half damage from melee attacks. and then she's going to give a great flap of her wings and park herself right here.
The only one that really negatively affects is Rocket. The rest of us can...
That's here. Back to thing. I'm pretty sure... Wait, no. Kyra didn't use jump last turn.
Kyra, too.
She used fire.
Right, so,
Kyra, too, I have issues.
so I will have Kyra use jump this time. And
It's not
also...
going to do as much. Mika, get off me! Huh?
Yep, you and Mika sort of scramble back to your feet.
Is now really the time, Nee?
Is now the time for quips, Thanatos.
And I can see, because I'm not effectively blind, as you said.
Oh yeah, we're all still blind.
One more
I'm
time.
not. I was KO'd and then I brought back from the brink of death again.
Well, I'm going to make a shot at Elizabeth from over here.
Alright, roll it.
Roll 1d6 plus 5. Bollocks.
I need you to roll me 1d6, please.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a crit fail, because, yeah. 1d6.
Why?
Take my advice, just spread out and move back
3.
until you can see again.
So, Neothil, your blindness and the disorientation of being hurled through the air leaves you having a hard time figuring out where people are, and you sort of lift up your crossbow and fire off a shot, and you hear "Ow!" from Alistair. So I need you to roll damage and apply it to Alistair.
Fortunately, it protects to hopefully this.
Yeah.
You freaking shot Alistair.
Right up the butthole.
Seriously!
So what's your your melee armor is what, Alistair?
26.
So 25. So you only take 12 points of damage from that shot, thanks to protect.
Nee! Did you shoot me in the back?
Well, she actually shot you in your pec because you're running right up to her.
Well, I'm sorry that your girlfriend blinded me.
Well, at least you didn't hit me in the knee.
Hey! Don't use my name in vain.
I am going to freaking
Says Yaman.
I'm gonna freaking chug a high ether.
Okay.
Now, everybody move the fuck back until you can see again.
Mika is going to remember she has eye drops and use one of them on herself, so she's no longer blind.
That's good. So there's two of us not blind. Or hang on, yeah, she's still blind.
Yep.
So yeah, two.
Yep, and she'll just
A
mark
very
herself
long
here.
eye.
Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Hades, your action was chugging a high ether. Rocket, what are you doing?
Do I still need to keep back?
You're pretty good right now. But
Blind.
she has a resistance to melee, but still.
So just spread
Yeah,
out, really.
Melee right now?
Yes.
I mean,
Takes half from melee.
yeah, if-
Okay, then it
So,
wouldn't be wise
get
to
out,
attack
get
her
out
right
the
now, so I should
crater.
take a defensive stance.
All right, so Rocket assumes a defensive stance, so if she gets hit again by a melee attack, she will... Well, if she gets hit by anything, she'll take half damage. Okay. I believe that's everyone,
not
so
me.
it's back to Elizabeth.
I guess, yeah.
And Elizabeth...
Did Mika do anything that round?
Yeah, she chugged... she used some eye drops on herself and then took up a position behind Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
And... Okay. And Elizabeth is going to come flying in for... She's got 6 targets, so I'm just going to roll a d6 and see who she goes for.
We're
It's
perfectly
me.
sides of her
It's
as well.
gonna be me.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Kyra's jumping. Can't be targeted by melee attacks. Okay. So Elizabeth, so I need to actually roll a d5 instead of a d6.
Okay, but I still say it's gonna be me. I have a feeling.
Going for Thanatos.
Oh.
I was going left to right and bottom to top. So
Hit me, bitch.
your avoidance.
6.
She needs to roll a critical fail to not hit you, and she hit you.
I know. I've learned not to count on my avoidance because I know I'm just gonna take the hit.
So, and your armor is 20.
20.
Winner.
That is 134 points of damage to Thanatos as Elizabeth charges in and gives a big old swing that crunches into your breastplate and sends you into a backflip that causes you to land back here.
Nice move.
Shut up, Nate.
All right, back to everyone else, and you are no longer blind.
Yes. Kyra lands as well.
Yep, give me a moment. I'm taking off blindness. And taking down Alistair's thing.
God,
Alright,
love letter.
Yep, Kyra comes down just as her blindness wears off. Oh, thank fuck. And then just lands with a melee attack. Pretty good melee attack.
She's going in.
So that'll definitely hit.
Fortunately, it's cut in half.
If you want some advice, Thanatos, flow something. Or heal up.
So 23 damage to Elizabeth.
Would be better.
As Kyra lands. And then I'm going to have Kyra try her fire breath again.
Fire breath is nice.
After this, I'm gonna go in for bloodletter again.
And she hits
And
this time.
because she's not blind.
Ah, I can't wait to next level up when I'm
And
gonna get
49
you.
damage from that, because it's magic armor based, so the protect doesn't stop it. So as Kyra lands, she sort of kicks up some things, and then she leans back and just breathes a gout of flames over Elizabeth, who shies back from it.
Actually, no, not bloodletter, because she has the protect thing. So that would be half, so I only do normal damage with it. Alright, awesome it is. 2d6 plus 5. Welcome back, 2d6, I missed you.
13 will hit, roll damage.
Yeah. 52.
52 divided by
26.
2. 26.
26.
Yep.
I'll try bloodletter again when protect is worn off, but while protect is in place, it's less good than boltstorm.
Alright, another crossbow bolt hits Elizabeth. This time sort of below her ribs and her side. Let's see here. Alistair, what are you doing?
Just need a bit of heal up, and I'm gonna probably move back so we can split up. Hopefully Mika will also do the same.
Wait, did you say you were healing me?
Yes, and splitting up.
Hold on, don't do that just yet.
Okay.
Let me go first.
I mean,
Out
I mean, Alistair, it'll take you like your full turn just to reach Thanatos. So
I'm not reaching Thanatos. Basically, as I said, I'm trying to keep a gap between Elizabeth.
And then he
All
was
of us
gonna-
should.
And then he was going to heal me. But I want to attack first, so I can use last resort.
Okay, then. Go right ahead.
Let's
I
go.
hold
Heal.
it back.
So,
Get in there.
last resort, I can choose whether to use shadow or not. So it's not automatically shadow.
nice.
But it does add an extra. I believe it's just one step to my damage. Last resort. Yes, just one. So that shall be plus 72. And this is going to be with a Fear spell. So that's 20 on my MP. I can no longer do that spell. Skadoosh.
82 minus 20 for her magic armor, so 62.
Nearly max damage.
All right, so you throw a oomphed up fireball as you're picking yourself back with your feet, just like, all right, bitch, I'm tired of you. You throw it, explodes across Elizabeth's back, another big cloud of dust.
See, I like fire too.
Now heal.
Now you may
Yeah.
heal me.
Yep, let's see here.
Sabine!
Yep, you're gonna need to get to about here before you can do that.
Shit.
He
Really?
needs to be in melee range.
he
in order
Needs to
already
be
moved.
you need to be in a medium range for spells. Yeah, we've had that.
And he's already
before.
moved.
God damn it.
He's used
Okay,
some.
I'm-
He's
I'm-
used.
I'm-
He's used.
it's okay,
some
it's
of
fine.
his
I'm still in range of Mika. It's fine.
He
It's
used some
fine.
of his
It's
movement, so
fine.
you can get about here. Yeah.
Yeah. But, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So you can
I'm
get
still in
range.
range of Mika. Yes. It's fine.
And
I'm
Mika,
still me.
and Mika is also going to use Cure.
And she's nearly tapped.
She's down to 5 MP.
She'll need an elixir. Not elixir.
Either.
So from Mika, that's 31, and from Alistair, that's 35. So 66 HP back to Thanatos.
Yay! I have heals.
You do.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and apply that. Let's see your Rocket. What are you doing?
Attacking again.
All right. You get your full 2d6 this time because you are no longer blind.
Like that would make a difference.
Well, she can land critical hits now, so.
She hits.
Yep. Damage.
That's a definitely
Sure.
hit. Unfortunately, the damage is going to be cut in
Let's
half.
go.
So 20 damage as you come in and kick, and the hexagon sort of appear in front of you as you kick, but it still knocks Elizabeth back a couple inches. I'm pretty sure that's everyone, so it's now going to be Elizabeth's turn.
How is she looking?
She's...
Unhealthy?
She's in her last fifth.
Okay. Just keep up the pressure, guys.
Let's see here. She has a bunch of people around her, so I'm going to have her use Dark Pulse again.
And how does it hit?
Let's see here. 2d6 plus...
It's everybody in a medium range, so
Me.
does not hit me.
It's me, just about.
Lucky protection's still up.
So I'm pretty sure it hits everybody but me.
Indeed.
Because I will
No,
take
Actually,
whatever
I'm
damage
still in
she
a melee
throws at
range,
me.
so
Here,
Yeah, she hits me.
I'll make it easy. Everyone in that circle is who she hits.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
cannot see circle.
There was a circle. She hits everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or at the very least, that her range encompasses everyone. She rolled a 14 to hit. I'm pretty sure that hits everyone.
Yeah, that hits.
See.
Yep.
Okay, let's do her damage then.
Good thing Mika takes none.
But you take the damage that was meant for her, so we'll do that.
Yeah, but then the protection wouldn't slice that, so it'd be
This is a magic armor attack.
Ah.
Dark Pulse is marm, not arm. So you take the full.
Okay.
So let's go through one at a time. Hades, you take 63 because of your magic armor.
Excuse you, that should be 83. My magic armor's not that great.
Oh, my bad. Rocket, I'm pretty sure
Yeah?
it's the same for you. 83 damage to you.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Ooh, I take 159.
Kairos.
Oh, wait,
magic
sorry,
armor
no,
is
160 dead.
160. All right. Neothil, what's your damage from that?
I take 87 damage.
All right, and so does Kyra. Oof.
So no, 88 damage. One more point.
All right. Okay. And that will be Elizabeth's turn. Back to everyone else.
Shooty shoot.
Shooty
Also,
shoot.
Alistair, at about this juncture, Protect wears off on you.
Move up the side a little bit further. Less.
Ten hits.
Hit. 51.
51. Ouch. That one sort of hits her in one of her shoulder blades, and she sags forward from it.
She ain't sounding healthy.
Well, actually, hold on. I forgot to have that. Because
It's-
she still has Protect going. So 25 damage instead. She's still not sounding healthy, though. I'm gonna plunk Kyra right here and have her once again make good use of her fire breath, because that doesn't get halved.
Yeah, she still has stupidly high magic armor for some reason.
9 just
Nice.
hits. So 47 damage from fire breath. All right. Let's see here. Rocket, what you doing?
Attack again.
All right. That'll hit. Damage. Cut that in half, so 20. Deliver a mighty kick to her ribs, and you can feel them and you can feel the chains sort of cracking a bit from the force of the kick as she sort of sags off to one side. Let's see here. Knee, you already shot, right?
Yep. Still, yeah, it's my turn now.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any more for Fira, so I'll just have to use regular fire. And I still get that point from last resort.
Nice, because you're once again under half.
Right.
All right, minus 35.
Right.
Smaller fireballs, you're burning through your resources. You throw it, explodes against her in a much less grandiose explosion, but it definitely hurts. Let's see here. Okay, Kyra's already gone. Alistair, what are you doing?
That's what Mika's gonna do, because I'm gonna move back here if she wants to fling something.
She can't fling.
Mika's out of MP. So
That's a problem.
So I'm just going to have her stay behind you for the time being. She's pretty much tapped. Her melee damage
Ethers?
I'm gonna drink. Well, I was gonna drink a high potion, but she needs a high ether. So I'm gonna.
One?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thanks. Hey, hang on a sec. Yep, my last high ether.
All right, so that'll give her back 58 MP.
You're gonna need to resupply for this. Shopping trip. What
Wait,
about gear we've gathered from this place?
Hang
Right.
on.
And if that's the case, I'll have Mika instead stay right about here so that she's in range for magic. Just
Shall throw a blizzard at her.
indeed.
Yep, mate.
These are.
Mika is Ice Queen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had 2 high potions. Now I have.
Personally, I think she's quite
One.
lovely.
No, I had 2 high ethers and only 1 high
If
potion.
she was bubbly, she would have chose water.
So
She's less of an ice queen, more of a jolly snow woman.
All right, so that is 47 damage from Blizzard as Mika causes more spikes of ice to stab up into Elizabeth from below. Let's see here, and I believe that's everyone.
Quiet.
So it's back to Elizabeth. She
What she's doing.
she regains 12 HP because regen.
We've got her on the ropes.
She's
Couple more and
gonna
hopefully she'll be knocked
she's gonna drift back very much looking like she's on her last legs. And she's going to use Dark Pulse again.
Does that still hit everybody?
I will
That might get me down.
get back to you on that in just a second.
Dark Pulse might get me down.
Yep, it still hits everybody.
Mrs. Thanatos and Alistair, they're just out of range of it.
Okay. I like that.
Depending on how much damage she does, me, Rocket, and Kyra might be in trouble with this.
Okay, so 2d6 plus
Well,
7
that's why
for
Alistair
attack.
has the revive spell.
Thing is, that costs us 3 destiny points. He only has 5.
No, I mean his life spell.
Oh yeah, life spell. For one. Yeah, that'll help.
All right,
Oh,
so
one.
we'll go through one at a time here. Mika would take
90.
this damage, but Alistair, you quickly park yourself in front of her as per custom, so you take the damage that Mika would take.
I know,
So-
fine.
So,
I mean,
so you take 80 points of damage. I'm pretty sure Nee and Kyra both also take 80.
Yep. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. That's okay.
Let's see here.
You keep throwing, and I keep blocking.
Just keep throwing.
And
Just
Rocket,
keep throwing.
I believe you take. And Rocket, I
85.
believe, yeah, you take 85.
So we start this next round of Mika casting a Cura.
All right, that'll end Elizabeth's round. Back to the party, and indeed, Mika is going to.
Hold off on that.
Oh,
Oh, last resort first.
Plus, a little something else. I can't use my tier 2 because it's shadow, but I can use tier 1.
ooh,
And you have like what, 19,
19
18?
Destiny.
Yeah. Do it.
So
19
using tier 1,
Destiny.
I haven't used this one in a while. So it's plus 2 to my damage step, plus an extra from last resort. And I don't need to roll an attack for this.
no,
do
this
I?
is just a straight hit.
Okay, so times 6. I need my calculator. 72. A 79, and I'm pretty sure that's cut in half because of fucking protect.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but because
Oh,
I'm
well.
nice, I'll let you take the full 79 of healing.
Yay me!
So you're up. So you're back up to 180, while Elizabeth takes 39 damage from that.
Ooh, also it cuts her magic attack in half.
For how long?
It doesn't say.
Just an effect.
Four
I don't-
rounds. 4 rounds.
Okay.
So, Thanatos, getting really fed up, you channel some energy into your scythe, and you hear Caius's voice in the back of your head. Do it. And you charge up the side of the crater and leap forward and sort of dart past Elizabeth with a great red cleave. A crescent of crimson energy pierces through the air, slicing through Elizabeth's shoulder blades and back, eliciting a spray of blood that then freezes in the air as if time stopped before it flows after Thanatos and flows into him, restoring his hit points. And now Mika is going to use Cura.
Well, if that's what she wants, I was going to say wait till all the attacks go through and then do the heals last.
She's just making sure no one dies.
I just go. I mean, I'm the only one that really needed to be at low health for that, so yeah, just let her do it.
All right.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Everyone regains 30 hit points.
Alright, I already did mine.
Let me do mine. So that's 86. Yep.
All right. Okay, so that's Mika. I'm gonna have Kyra just continue spamming fire breath because she can do that.
Spam.
That'll hit.
Bloodletter time.
49 damage.
Protect is still up.
Elizabeth is under 100 hit points.
Bloodletter time. 2d6 plus 5.
That just hits. Well, damage.
6 plus.
So this will average out to just regular damage thanks to protect.
Yep. 51 damage.
Damage.
51.
Max.
So now she has only 49 hit points.
She has 15.
Oh.
Alright.
Alistair,
Alistair,
would you like?
I know you didn't want to hurt her, but
No.
consider that this is the way to snap her out of it. Maybe one last deer.
Alistair, you need.
Think of it this way: it's full power of Christ compels you. You're exercising her of her own dark side with holy.
Yeah, like she's like fallen to her knees and is sort of propping herself up on her sword and just gasping for breath as the injuries are taking their toll on her.
I understand you don't want to hurt her, but do you really want to leave her like this?
We need to finish this now.
Forgive me for this, or not, it's your choice.
Casting Dia.
It is her choice.
All right.
That's all she's ever had.
And for purposes, I'll go ahead and just say that's enough.
The madness had to end.
So, Alistair, you lift your staff up, you gather divine light on the tip, and then give it a little throw. It hits Elizabeth square in the chest, right over her heart. She and a few seconds passes, the light sort of worms its way in, and then the shadows all around you suddenly disperse and fade away in a bunch of little wisps. And after a short few seconds, they completely vanish. And when they do, Elizabeth is similarly consumed in a sheath of shadows, not unlike what Hades goes through when he, or Thanatos when he goes through Darkside. And when it fades,
What have I done? I didn't kill her, did I?
she drops back down from the sheath and crumples to the ground back in her regular attire at 1 hit point. I say we wait a moment for Lumina to come back, and then we can pick this up.
Well, I'm going to quickly use that moment to go to the toilet myself then.
Okay.
We've been fighting out for over 2 hours. I need a piss.
My bladder!
You know what? That's fair enough. Everyone take a second to go hit the restroom. I gotta do that too.
Mamma mia!
Tom, like, when you're editing this, just, like, put, like, a Monty Python intermission thing or something.
Yes.
Let's potty break, everybody.
Come back to a cacophony of muted. Are you there, ODM? Okay, it's just me. Alright, everybody. Here he comes.
I'm back.
He returns.
I am returned.
Came back and it's just a pile of muted. So Hades is returned as well.
I say you and Lumina started a thing.
Yeah, just everyone went and took a pee.
And you just had to put a little Monty Python intermission deal.
Or something to that effect. Or you could just have that be like a to be continued point. I don't know.
I mean, we got whatever comes next first.
Yep. Quite. So, that went a lot better than the Caius fight. I approve of Alistair's limit 2 limit break.
He just needs more Destiny points because fuck, he's low.
Yeah. But yeah, what did everyone think of that boss overall and the music attached?
Is that a thing?
The shades, I feel like
Mr. Speech.
I feel like with me kind of cutting all of them down in half it probably would have been a lot worse.
I missed the speech.
There hasn't been a speech yet.
I had to go to the bathroom really bad.
I know, but there hasn't been a speech yet. We're waiting on you and everyone else to get back from peeing.
Alistair managed to depower her with a good old Dia. She's on 1 HP, no longer Chin Angel, and then we all had to go for a pee break.
Yeah, the combat's over.
Okay, combat.
But, yeah, you haven't missed anything. We're still.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. You're good. We're patient. We waited. Although I do really quickly need to do something really quick. I need to figure out what.
And I am concerned about what Tom just put in the chat.
Celestia and Luna with guns.
I was thinking more of the butt chart, but no.
Always has been. Fuck that meme. Okay, hold up a second.
So overall, I think the fight was good. Her melee damage was unbelievable.
But she had no particular defense against melee until she did protect.
Yeah.
All right, so for this case of this, everyone will go ahead and get 3 points of destiny. Rocket will get 4.
3?
Okay.
Yeah, and boss. Fuckers give a lot of destiny.
15 points destiny, and that means if I ever get killed, I can now do final strike and survive. Haha.
Very good.
Always look on the bright side of life.
And
Hey.
Do the big talk next week, or do we do that this?
I think everyone's
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
what
get
I
going. We're
imagined
into
that
it.
whole entire session just went with Alasaya.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this. We don't want to kind of. Given that we just come off the back of that, we don't really want to wait till next week to.
Okay, do we level up from that?
You will level up when the arc is complete. Which
Next session.
you aren't.
What happened? I'm just got back.
I was just. Everyone got 3 destiny, including you, Alistair. Rocket gets 4.
Oh, sweet. That's 8 now.
Indeed.
Back to
And
13.
and also the group is now up to 8,257 gil.
Woot!
we're not poor.
Until we go shopping next, and then we will be again.
Well, we can't get tier 4 weapons, so
All right,
it
all
would
right,
be
all
that.
right. All right.
Shopping.
Okay, is everyone back now?
Yes.
I believe so.
All right.
Which, even though Alasaya just went for an anime moment right there. Oh shit, did I just kill her? Oh wait, she's still breathing. Oh,
still
thank
breathing.
goodness.
All right. So, yep.
Wait,
So let's
mine.
go ahead and get back into it here. So there are a few seconds of silence following the conclusion of the battle as everyone just sort of pauses to catch their breath, and Elizabeth is sort of there, slumped onto her hands and knees, gasping for breath.
Thanatos will just walk over and say, Caius, do you feel anything anymore?
Caius manifests next to you a second later.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, he appears. He looks down at Elizabeth. It's still inside. Much as I'm a part of you, it's a part of her. I fear it's not something she'll ever be rid of.
But have we contained it?
For the moment. Whether or not that will last, only time will tell.
I think that's up to her, as it's always been.
Yeah, that's really her choice.
It sort of glares up at all of you. You really think that's how it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Regardless what that bastard Moa-san has done to you, you still have freedom of will and choice.
You don't get it. You really don't. I can't control it.
Yes, you can.
You can learn. If you would just ask.
I know it's terrifying, I know it's hard to believe that something like that can't be controlled, but it can.
Oh,
You just-
Thanatos.
You just need a professional like my friend here.
So, and
I'm
at that
sure
point,
he's willing to help you.
Thanatos just goes up and just points behind Caius. You see him?
What about him?
He is my dark side. A while ago, he tried to take control of me just like yours did. But I fought it. And now I can control him.
To an extent. He amends with a sidelong glance at
Caius,
you.
you're not helping.
I'm not going to have you lie to her about her circumstances, Thanatos.
He is also incredibly prideful, something they both share since they are the same person.
Thank you, Nee. What I'm trying to say is I can help you to at least try. What matters most about controlling this is you. And not just you, but those you love. Tell me, who are the people most important in your life?
My parents.
Take them, hold them in your heart, and don't ever let it go. Because their love for you is what's going to help you control this thing. My friends all here, I lost my parents, but my friends here, they are my family now. They helped me overcome it. They helped me control it, keep me in line. Hell, just you've seen all the shit that Nee's done to me. Or that she constantly yells at me, at least.
Yeah, Caius sort of speaks up at this point, pointing out, indeed, their resolve adds to his own, or rather he takes resolve and inner strength from their presence. It's not a matter of physical might, but mental. If you can find something that gives you that drive and determination, then that will be what will help you control your shadow.
But only you can choose to take it and find that drive. No one can tell you. We can't tell you to do that. Mura-san sure as hell can't tell you to do that. The only person who can decide your fate, whether you want to control your dark side, whether you can, the only person who can dictate that is Elizabeth.
I want to believe you. I really do. But I'm not sure if I can. You weren't in my head just now when that thing wrapped its chains around me. I can't even describe it.
No future is certain. But that's why we strive to make the best of it.
A few seconds pass before Caius glances over at you, Alistair, then at Thanatos and around. At any rate, it would probably be prudent to not continue this conversation here. There is yet amber surrounding us, and if I were a betting man, I'd say that they contributed to Elizabeth's little meltdown a minute ago.
Not to mention, Mura-san's still in here somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure he's going to be happy with the outcome of what just happened.
I'm pretty sure he's probably listening.
I hope
You're a dick!
I hope he's even fucking watching. Because I assure you one thing, he is not getting a hold of Elizabeth or any of us. We're leaving this place, and we shall deal with Moa-san another day. But right now we need to leave. Please, Elizabeth. I know you have every right to hate us. But just this once, I ask, would you let us help you? Please. And don't worry about trying to kill us. I forgive you. Even if you do kill me.
Fine. She starts trying to struggle to her feet, but it's pretty evident she currently does not have the strength to stand.
Alistair?
Do you want me to help you, or do you want something to support you? I could lend you my staff if you wish. It's your choice.
She's using her sword, like a walking stick.
That works too. Let's
I
go.
think a cure could help.
But, and also I sneakily use cure.
So does Mika.
That's why I didn't say it out loud. I was sneakily using cure. Just have my staff behind my back glowing.
Nee's going to...
Keyboard works, thank you.
Nee's going to wander over this away. Crossbow still out and is going to kind of look around the area for any signs of trouble.
It's all quiet and clear.
Seems clear for the moment,
And,
but that could change.
Yep, and Caius disperses and returns to Thanatos at this point.
We should head back to Vis as quick as we can. I don't want to be around if Murasan decides that he'd rather take personal matters into his hands.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think that's his intention.
I don't really honestly
Not. He's probably just here to watch and serve and then report back to his master.
Problem
Well,
is, we don't know what his intentions are, and I don't want a repeat of Deviacorp.
Well, he can take all this amber and shove it up his ass for all I care. Come on.
Let's go.
Alright, you start making your way down, and as you're making your way, and once you eventually step onto the magic circle and step back through, you realize as you're slowly working your way back through the Temple of Kinatoa that all of the doors that you had struggled to open have remained open, and yet more have opened up. All of the chambers in the hallways up to that teleportation circle have opened up, and the sentinels appear to have stood down. The bears have sat off to the sides and are dormant now.
I guess now that Hades is gone, they have nothing left to guard.
Are we gonna
Left unguarded.
check the rooms for prizes, or leave them alone before the thing?
Oh, I have got a plan.
Kyra points out, we did tell Vis when coming in that we weren't going to be looting this place, right? She asked us to show due respect.
Yes.
Okay, we'll show due respect.
And that's what I was
We
going to
don't
say.
even have time for this.
We were only here for Elizabeth anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to say. This is the plan of action. We all stay together, but Nee, being the stealthy one, can scout ahead to make sure our path is clear.
Well, I'm pretty sure everything here is not going to do anything, considering the thing is their guarding is gone.
The only thing that could be of danger now is Murasan.
Yeah.
And as we're walking, I was going to offer my last high potion to Elizabeth.
She reluctantly accepts it.
Let's keep moving.
Yep. So you all make your way through the ruins of Kinatoa, and eventually you emerge back into the original chamber. And when you
Thank God for that.
Yep, and when you step back out of that chamber, you see that it is now late in the evening. The sun is dipping for the horizon. You've been in that dungeon for a while. Several hours.
Is Vis there?
As you're stepping out, you look down the side of the pyramid, and you do indeed see Vis sort of sitting on one of the fallen stones, and she has her bow and arrow sort of resting in her lap, and she looks up as you're approaching and stands up quickly. Ah, 'tis you. Were you successful? She asks, her eyes landing on Elizabeth as she puts away her weapons.
Elizabeth's been saved, and Hades is no more.
Hades is no more?
He's dead.
There is no monster plaguing these lands anymore.
All his defenses have stood down. There's nothing left for them to guard.
Huh. This I was not expecting.
We get on a lot.
You truly are full of surprises, aren't you?
You don't know the half of it.
To be fair, you were right. He was very weak after a long time in there.
Give me a
Not that
second.
they did make it difficult. I don't suppose you've seen any sign of a cat-eared man in a blue robe exit through here, have you?
I did. He left through the front entrance. I tried to stop him, but to no avail. He
That was Murasan.
deflected my arrows with his bare hand and went on his merry way. Disappeared
Did he say
in a flicker
anything?
of... He said nothing to me. Just disappeared in a flicker of darkness.
When was that?
A few hours ago.
He left before. Still waiting to see if his little work got completed. Well, that's not wait around here for him to find out that Elizabeth isn't covered in chains.
And I wish not to bother Reese anymore. So let's go.
You're all looking rather battered.
We've been through some things.
We did just fight a somewhat god and then another kind of darkness chain angel.
And as this is going
I'm
on,
just basically nudging him.
Right, and as this is going on, Elizabeth suddenly pipes up. I'm sorry. Who are you? V sort of chuckles. Ah, yes, I had forgotten. You have not met me or my people. My name is Vis, a Viera of the Somlana Empire, Watcher of the Badlands.
Turns out there are lost civilization that fell to Diablos' previous attempt to take over the world.
Huh.
Yeah.
V sort of chuckles a bit at that before saying, what say all of you to returning to my camp? I have much I would like to ask about what transpired in those ruins. And her eyes then fall on Elizabeth. And I may have questions for you as well.
As long as we're not going to be any trouble.
Of course not. If you speak true and Hades is dead, then my people owe you a debt.
It'll be enough just to be back under the beautiful trees right now.
Well, the only way to pay that debt is for me to have a nice good rest. So
Maybe a nice meal. I know you said rations for us only, but
don't push it, Nee.
We will need to keep in contact, probably.
Speaking of, Elizabeth takes that book. Have you changed your mind regarding this?
She doesn't offer a response besides a sad exhale. Doesn't grab it right now.
Well,
Let's not.
I'll keep hold of it. I'll keep hold of it if you ever do. No rush.
I would prefer she keep in contact with Nabat, personally.
Well, no, Nabat. What?
Mika sort of tilts her head.
Nabat?
Crazy scientist lady who was rotting in a jail cell back in Lansalem?
That we put her in?
She's intelligent. She's researched this stuff. She knows the stakes.
Well, she is no fan of Murasan, but...
And she doesn't exactly see eye to eye with us. Something she and Elizabeth here share in common.
That's true.
It's one way to put it, but... Well...
We're going to get the book all the way over there. I mean, no offense, I'm not up for another road trip just to get a book
That's a strange ask to talk about back at the camp. I want to get as far away from this temple as possible before Dark and Grumpy comes back.
Nee makes a good point. Let's go before it gets dark.
Fair enough.
Alright. So you all
Hey,
set
Beast.
off from the ruins of Kinatoa and make your way across the Urvian Badlands again, with Vis leading the way, as she knows all the paths.
Can Thanatos just get one more question as they're walking away?
Sure.
Hey, Vise, do you have any alcohol at your camp?
And
If you are referring to fermented beverages, I am afraid I do not. I must keep my wits about me at all times.
Damn.
we're sorry for him. Don't worry, Nee and Mika keep him in check.
We just fought two literal beings of darkness. I think I'm allowed to
Hey.
have a drink.
When we get back, the whole round is on me. Alright? But until then, be patient.
I might even
let's
join
go.
you, Kyra adds on. I could use some stress relief after all that. Ugh.
Now you see, here's somebody who understands it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure you two understand each other very well.
And what's that supposed to mean?
You watch one of Kyra's eyebrows take an unscheduled trip up to the north.
Me just...
Come on. Don't make me call you the dumb knight next.
I'm getting
Excuse me?
Applejack flashbacks.
For someone
You heard me.
For someone who has teased us on a regular basis, you are so dense.
Dense night. Perfect.
He just slowly looks to Kyra. I'm very confused. How about you?
She just sort of gives you a sideways smirk. It's good for you, and then just keeps going.
Just pulled a book from my freaking bag and just went roundly scribbling, and the names just keep increasing.
My friends are weird.
Your friends are your friends, is Mika saying.
The whole world's weird and strange, but also wonderful.
And if you need a winged woman, pats him on the back. You know where to find me.
Wink. What?
Kyra just breaks out laughing at that. I'm scouting ahead, and then she jumps.
Off she goes. Amazing how she's still got energy in her. She's been jumping all day.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive.
Unless I just walks off with a smirk.
Okay. So, you keep working your way across the Irvian Badlands. As I said, it was sunset when you were stepping out, so do you want to move through the night or stop for camp at your earliest convenience?
I imagine we probably just make our way straight back
lands.
to the safety of Visa's camp.
Okay.
Stay out here.
All right.
I mean, I say it's up to her at the end of the day. She knows more about these lands than we do.
She needs to get back to her cactus.
Yeah, Vise suggests
Where's
stopping.
Bummy?
Vise suggests stopping for rest partway there, deciding we don't want any of you to collapse, so we stop here and we rest. You could all use it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine.
She
Bullshit.
she sort of puts her finger on your chest and pushes, and I need you to make an opposed force check.
Oh no.
Okay.
That means
This is what you get when you question orders.
See, where did I leave her?
And don't look at us, you're on your own.
13.
13.
Beat that, rabbit lady.
Don't be racist. And she
Just you fucking jinxed it, you dumb bitch. Okay, so she puts her finger on your chest, pushes, and you try to resist, but a few seconds pass before, like a lopsided tree, you just kind of fall to the ground.
She owned your nightly ass.
Yep, and Vish just kind of stands over you and crosses her arms over her chest. Yes. Fine.
Point well received. That's okay.
You all saw nothing.
I saw everything, and I'd be sleeping happy tonight.
All right. So you set up camp for the night. Kyra and Vish elect to take watch.
Alright.
Luckily... What?
Is that making exceptions to the usual watch rotation this time?
Yeah.
Let's change it up a bit.
Yeah, you guys are kind of fucked up, so they're keeping an eye on things themselves.
Kyra's just as fucked up as we are.
Yeah, but to be fair, she got hit fewer times.
She also had a makeshift rock island dropped on her.
Oh, what's wrong, Thanatos? Do you want her closer to you?
Shut up.
That's nothing, though.
Okay. All right. So, luckily, the night passes without incident. And the following morning, Vish continues to lead you all the way back to her camp. It's a long trek, and it's made in a cold, tense silence for the whole way, as Elizabeth is unwilling to really talk to any of you openly. But eventually, soon enough, the terrain begins to look just a little bit familiar, and soon enough, you come over the top of a little reach and you see the natural sort of bowl miniature valley in the terrain that is the oasis where Vish made her camp. And as you're coming down, you see just this like full-blown parade of cactars, more or less just cartwheeling up to start bouncing and hopping excitedly in front of Vish upon her return. Just squeaking happily.
You know, for spiky, deadly creatures. They are adorable.
Why do you think I keep them around? You hear one of them give off this sort of squeaky protest like, "Nee, I'm joking." Spread out, our guests need space. And the cactars and just sort of scatter like dust in the wind.
You know, living in a desert for so long, I still can't wrap my head around how you control those things.
I don't control
the right way.
I don't control them. I simply have means of communicating. And as she says this, she sort of gestures with her hand and you see a little flicker of green magic.
Oh, yeah. The
Green mage.
Right. Now then, everyone sit. Collect yourselves. And V sort of takes up a position as everyone's settling down and getting comfortable. And then begins to regale the group with questions about what happened in Kinatoa. I'm not going to go into each one specifically, but she spends a while asking generalized questions about your experience, what went down, what you did, what you saw. And eventually, her eyes land on Elizabeth, who's just sort of been sitting there quietly listening, head down for most of it. Now, you there. Your name is Elizabeth, correct? Yes. As I have been informed, you are struggling with something within you that this Murasan individual unleashed. A Darkside, you called it? She sort of looks to the rest of you for confirmation.
pretty much.
That's what we call it.
It's the most accurate thing to call it.
She then looks back to Elizabeth for a moment and closes her eyes and lifts up a hand, and it starts to glow softly with green magic. A sound like wind chimes fills the air, and Elizabeth sort of leans back a bit. What is she doing? Relax. I'm merely sensing. A few more moments pass before she opens her eyes and lowers her hand. I can indeed feel that darkness stirring within. A tangible force, inseparable. But there's yet more to it. Something else. Like a parasite.
Murasan's magic, what he did to her.
Is there any way to be rid of it? Is what Elizabeth is asking. V sort of looks among all of you for a few moments before speaking up. All of you, tell me. When last we sat here and I told you the history of my people, did I mention what the sages did to halt the spread of the Koalit Scourge?
Aside from Great the Badlands.
Yes.
The sages, who tried to halt the spread of that scourge, many of them determined that the best way to halt it would be to take the scourge unto themselves from those who were unable to defend themselves against it. They halted it.
Didn't it destroy them in the end?
It did, but it let them contain it far longer and with far fewer casualties. The sages were powerful of mind, and with their magics were able to resist its corrupting and destructive influences for weeks, if not months, longer than any regular person could have. It was not a perfect solution, but it bought time where none otherwise existed. And everyone trained in the arts of green magic know that spell now. It's practically a requirement for all watchers to know it, on the rare occasion that we interact with one another.
So, you're saying that you can suppress Murasan's parasite?
I cannot, unfortunately. Though I know the spell and how to cast it, I am afraid it's not that simple. Vieran magic, green magic in general, is heavily influenced by connections, by closeness, by familiarity. And you are all alien to me. Though we share a tongue, it is not mine natively, and though we share body shapes, you are nonetheless very different from me and my kin. Were one of you were Elizabeth perhaps a Vieira or even a Clarin, it could be done, but it is not something I can do. Our minds are simply not compatible, I'm afraid.
So, what then? We need a green mage from our peoples?
Perhaps, but to find someone like that would be nigh on impossible. What you need is someone among your number who is capable of learning the spell if you wish to remove this parasite.
Looks at Mika.
Actually, I think I know a better
Did I
solution.
learn it?
Vivisa's eyes land on you, Alistair, and she nods. I believe you would be the best candidate.
Is that even possible? Because it's very outside of your usual, classification as a mage.
A paladin.
Technically, he's
Protect
not a
all
mage.
those I care about, and even those I've met who need help. I will do anything, even if it risks my own life, until the day I die. I am willing to try,
She then
if it is possible.
looks over to Elizabeth. And what say you? She gestures at you, Alistair. This man is volunteering to learn a method by which he may take the corruption that is nestled inside of you and take it unto himself. At about this moment that Caius sort of appears next to Thanatos. For what my opinion is worth, it would probably be an immeasurable help to you. So long as this parasite remains trapped inside of you, Murasan has an anchor that he can use to call on you and manipulate you from afar. Words whispered in the ear you immediately forget, or even just pulling the angel out of you at a moment's notice.
But what will that do to Alistair if it was in him? Much the same?
Perhaps. Though there is also the possibility that he could perhaps destroy it himself from within.
And I suppose...
I do not mean this with malice, Elizabeth. It's merely a simple fact, but I don't think anyone here can deny that Alistair is the stronger between the two of you. He has proven it. Tell me about it. Elizabeth grunts in irritation.
He is stubborn.
If occasionally long-winded.
Out of all of you, he is unquestionably the most durable. He has taken many attacks for his friends that otherwise would have laid them low, and always gotten back to his feet in the aftermath, even on the times that it almost took his life. He's stubborn, he's strong of will, he's resilient, even if those things mean he's a bit short in the intelligence supply. Don't think I forgot how your entrance to Kurzatan went. He's sort of glancing at you sideways, Alistair. Don't forget, I saw all of that happen through Thanatos' eyes.
Yes, I'm aware.
I'm never gonna...
Either it's the heat or what. But I accept it. It was pretty dumb.
If Alistair is willing, then all we can do is support him, but like all things, Elizabeth, final say is yours. It's, in your body.
Indeed.
Whether you can believe you can control it yourself, or wish to be rid of it.
So long as this parasite's in me, I won't be able to control it. He'll just be able to rip it out of me and make me do whatever, whenever he wants. So fine. Take it.
Thank you.
V sort of nods at that. Then I shall begin teaching you come the morning. It is not the simplest spell to learn, and I expect teaching you may take a few days, at minimum. And that's assuming that you're able to firmly grasp the fundamentals of green magic without much issue.
Oh. What are we waiting for?
He may have a thick skull, but when it comes to magic and learning, I'm sure he was top of his class back in...
He did graduate in Nomo. He's the second perkiest bookworm I know.
Mika sort of thrusts a hand into the air. Ooh, can I help?
Yeah, and there comes the first.
He sort of leans over to you, Nee. Well, I mean, not just to help Alistair. That's obviously the priority, but... She sort of taps her communication book, which is in her robe right now.
But
this is
you want to figure it out as well.
I want to figure it out as well. This is a great chance to learn more about a new form of magic none of us has ever seen before, is what she was trying to say.
I'd expect nothing less, dear. Kind of scratches her ear.
Just try to remember the point of it, Mika.
Yeah, I know. Vise nods a moment later. You may. If it is to help Alistair learn the spell, then your assistance will be welcomed.
While you're learning this, I suppose the rest of us can keep watch over this place in case Murasan figures out what we're up to and decides that he'd rather not have that happen. Because hopefully, for once, this is not what he wants us to do.
All right.
I don't even think he would think we had this option.
Good. I like blindsiding him for once. It feels good.
All right. So, you all bedding down for the night?
Yep.
Hey, yep.
All right. So you all hunker down, get comfy, and allow yourselves to drift off to sleep. Do we want to call it there, or do we want to keep going?
I have a feeling, yeah, we're going 3 hours.
All right. Well then.
And we'll do a wrap-up session next time.
Indeed.
Also, Alistair said, hang on a second.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Something happened in the background. So we probably should call it here.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then. If that be the case, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning in to this episode of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. We will see you next time as we wrap up Alistair's plot arc and begin Neothil's in the session afterward.
Yay.
About damn time. We'll see you then, people. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.